We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Knights and the Boston Red Sox. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Hal Newhauser is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Stepping up now, Connor Urban. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, number 36.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Joe Morgan comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
That is third. The third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
At the plate, George Brett. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Nolan Ryan gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team
And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's...
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot...
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
At the plate, Larry Walker. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now the outfield shifts into a no-doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the 0-1. Pitch inside. The throw is in time. Another one caught by Bench.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
A 1-1.
2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Now the outfield shifts into a no-doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Here comes the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox leave one. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Andrew Jones. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category.
Guy having another solid campaign, D-Row. Coming off a month with double-digit dingers.
Yeah, I was going to say solid. I'll raise you a little bit. That's in fuego right there. Double-digit bombs in 1 month. Watch out for this guy. He's on fire.
Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Stepping in now, Fred McGriff, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. The average to start things out at .324, 11 home runs and 46 driven in. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Popped up. Turner has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That is good.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
Johnny Bench is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on to Voit, an inning-ending double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Luke Voit. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Luke Voit.
First delivery to him on the way. Ryan stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. Comes into today second in the National League in All-Star voting among starting pitchers, so it looks very likely he'll be rewarded for his efforts so far this year.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
To 1-2 now. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Voit is retired, and there's 1 away. Striding in for Boston, Torres. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Bottom of the second here with no score. In for a strike. It's 1-1. To third. Taken in by Brett. And that's the second out.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Here's a high pop-up. McGriff waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
The shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball one.
No strike.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. And that's over. 2-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball three. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off there. Ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
And here's the second generation big leaguer, Delino DeShields. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Runs up and gets this one down, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Torres hit the bag. To Voit in time for the double play. Ready now, Connor Ruben. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
On the ground to second for Torres. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over.
Back here now as the Red Sox are ready to bat in the third inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank first in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Gary Sanchez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. It's a fastball that misses.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
And he got him.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box now, Newhauser. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here now is Trey Turner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Boy, D-roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
He's set, and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to third. Brett has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Joe Morgan.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Sanchez is underneath this one, and he's got it for the first out.
The third baseman, number 5.
Striding in once again, George Brett, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. And now pitch on the way. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
0-1 the count. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Soto has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Here now is Juan Soto. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Into the box, Jim Edmonds. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes to Shields. To the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So now to the plate, Luke Voigt. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
From the stretch, Josh Donaldson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that misses. 2-1.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The Red Sox are on the board. Now to the plate, Fred McGriff. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Fred McGriff.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johnny Bench. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if if you showed up, you wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
They'll start this one at 274. 2 home runs and 14 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. A bullet to first base. So stepping in, Nolan Ryan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time. Standing in, Gary Sanchez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
To the plate now, Newhauser, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Iglesias will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Turner.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. First pitch on its way. Windup and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. DeShields is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward the rookie outfielder Connor Urban.
Number 36.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe.
stepping in, Joe Morgan. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
And he falls behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Left side. Turner has it. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe?
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed. In now, George Brett, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 1-2. Runner's off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Andrew Jones. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Digging in once again, Larry Walker. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
The right fielder,
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Count now a ball and a strike. Swing, high drive deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Juan Soto. He was hunched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, They might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The batter, the center fielder,
Jim Edmonds will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. So striding forward now, Fred McGriff. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. This is in the air out to left field. Soto comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
now batter,
Striding in, Johnny Bench. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A wave and a miss made him reach. Grounded weakly toward third. Scooped up. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
the batter.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Walker is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Luke Voigt. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just inside. The 1-0 home. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batter, second baseman, Torres.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
High and deep to right center. And he will run this one down. A good lead off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman,
Stepping into the box, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Outside, that's the ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
That's a foul.
In there, 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Popped him up. Bench is there. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're up 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Delino DeShields. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Hard hit to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Now back, the pitcher, Nolan.
At the plate now, Nolan Ryan, as he'll square to try and move that runner over, but misses for the first strike.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
Here comes the 0-1. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Connor Rubin. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Runner at second here with one man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Now in the box, Joe Morgan has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Red Sox on top, 1-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Standing in now, Newhauser. He swings and lines it to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
The Shields is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The right fielder, number 33, Larry.
Into the box now, Larry Walker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Ryan sets. Here's the delivery. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. Into the box now, Juan Soto. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 1-1 the count. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One and two. Here it is. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there. 1-2. A good idea. But
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. Into the box now, Jim Edmonds.
What a piece of clutch hitting. This team is holding on to a slim lead, and he blows this thing wide open with a 3-run blast. That could be the nail in the coffin.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. But the Red Sox digging in now, George Brett, and he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot.
George Brett.
Fouled off. Brett behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Popped him up. Sanchez shading to his right, 1 away.
Now batting, the 17th.
So digging in now, Andrew Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Here comes another 0-2. That's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Jones is retired. 2 down now. In now,
Fred McGriff.
he's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th.